What is up, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to Mini Warzone. Welcome to Chill with Pete, the coffee break catch-up series where I have a cup of coffee, usually. I've got coffee today. Chill out with you guys, just tell you a few updates of what's going on. It's a little bullet point of my life, really, my hobby life, my work life, my real life. And this time it's kind of all interconnected. Anyway, you can see, look, the first of my new t-shirt range, Mini Warzone t-shirt. Get yourself one. The link is in my video, it's on my homepage of my channel, my store. Just click on the link. It should be the first one at the top. It'll take you to my online store for Mini Warzone. You get t-shirts, mugs, hats, bags, that kind of thing. The usual thing that a lot of people do these days. Merchandise. I've got to add more stuff yet, like hoodies and jackets and whatever else. I don't think they'll do that incredibly well, personally, but I want to have them there because it's it's kind of like a stamp for this is Mini Warzone, and it's out there. Plus I've got a new logo now, you may have noticed on the channel, and this is it. So it's a dice, not the two blue ones that used to be. It's a single dice, and it's simpler. And I just thought, yeah, you know, I wanted to have a little bit of a revamp of my channel, I suppose. I felt it's gone into a little bit of a slump lately, and I've had some challenges, personal challenges of late, with which to deal with, health-wise and all the rest of it. And this has all led to what I'm terming as my 5-year plan. Now, I used to have a 5-year plan to get to Seaton, if you remember. I had a 5-year plan to get here. I think I did it in 2, or just under 2, about 18 months I think it was. But I've got a new 5-year plan now, okay? My plan is this now. Settle yourselves in. I've got coffee. And this is a big clue as well. This mug, for example. Mugs being one of the things that I've got on my online store. Still quite hot. Now, what's going on is... you guys know, or those of you that know me, know that my job is very stressful. It's very, very stressful. I mean, it pays well, and that is compensated for the stress. It is a high stress job, okay? There's no getting away from that. And lots of people have highly stressful jobs, and, you know, I'm aware of that, and you know, I'm not the only one, and I know that's the thing. But what I've come to realise lately, or think, how long can I keep going in that kind of work environment? I mean, physically, I've had to adapt over the years as to what kind of work I can do. So yes, I do I'm office based. I'm home, remote based. What do they call remote work? I'm a remote worker at the moment, but my office is based in my home, in my house. I've got a little office alcove where I go to work every morning, and I close it off at the end of every day and weekend. It's all packed away, so I haven't got to look upon it, and that's good. But it's the stress. And I've been told lately how bad the stress thing is. You know, you just got to get away from it, you know. Really take stock of your life. Think about your life, your quality of life. And, you know, money isn't everything, basically. I mean, but that said, you need to have a decent income these days to survive, don't you, to live. So with that in mind, I thought, right, okay, I'm adapting to how I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking, so I thought I'll have a go, see if I can come up with an online business where I can work for myself. My time is my own. I wouldn't have a boss. I wouldn't have to do. I wouldn't have to work with, teams and departments and other managers and goodness knows what else. I wouldn't have to do PDRs and one-to-ones and all that sort of stuff. I would work for myself. And I thought, right, okay. So with that in mind, myself and my wife were going to see if we can have a go at an online store, or rather several online stores. And this was all sparked from my YouTube channel store, which is limited compared to some that you can do. Not for merch, but for general gifts and gift ideas and that kind of thing. So it'll be themed, and so it'll have all the usual stuff like clothing, etc. All manner of clothing, from socks to trousers to you name it. Hats, jumpers, coats, hoodies, of course, and mugs, of course. And this is where this comes into play. You see this mug here was bought from an online store. Now, you try and a Space Crusade. I love Space Crusade. It's true, but it's a bit of a niche thing, isn't it? So I'm doing a niche, not a niche store. I've got a niche category. I'm putting a few niche items in it, but for the most part, I'm going to be doing generalized items, not just mugs, coasters, candles. I can't think off the top of my head, but loads of gift ideas, basically. Posters. There'll even be a link to my wife's books online that people can buy if they so wish. And I'm not looking to change the world and become an entrepreneur or anything like that, but I am looking within 5 years to change my work from working for the man to working for myself. Then the stress is only finite how much I put on myself, not it's lumped upon you, and that is it. And I feel it's the sort of thing I can gradually integrate with my job at the moment. I can kind of run it alongside it. It's going to be slow. It's going to be a very slow burn to begin with. But I think eventually there'll come a point where I'll be able to reduce the hours on my main job and then increase the amount of time I'm putting into marketing and so on and so forth into my online business, and take it from there. So that's something big that's happening in my life right now. And it's funny to think that it all came from, I'll link an online store to my channel. That was it. That was all it was. I thought, do you know what? I want to have a go at this, see if I can make a go of it. And I'm hoping it'll work, of course. The store is going to be called, well, it is called Shadow Forge Market. That's the store, Shadow Forge Market. It's going to have all sorts of stuff on there, from everyday stuff to creepy stuff. There'll be some sci-fi stuff as well, retro gaming. But I'll keep you updated on that, and expect a few sponsorship videos to be thrown in the future when I do a video, and that'll be good as well. Because let's face it, guys, other people can do it, so why can't I do it? And it's going to cost me. It's not going to cost me anything. Well, a very, very minimal outlay for like websites and different things like that. You know, I'm doing a few free trials at the moment with different software applications and things, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So that's my kind of big news, I suppose. Hobby-wise, you know, I've got this thing here, which is brilliant. This assembly. I'm going to grab myself another one because they are invaluable for painting little objects like bolt guns, which I'm doing because of painting these guys up without their bits and bobs on. Yeah, so I've got to paint them kind of separate. So that's the news, really. That's that news. Hobby news. I got myself some more Space Crusade spares. I picked up, I don't know where I've put it, somewhere I can't find. That's helpful. A spare Dreadnought blip token for Space Crusade, and I'm going to use that for the broken Dreadnought that I've got here. So I'll have him kind of a bit battered and broken, and I don't know, maybe I'll half his firepower or something like that, because he's only got half the weapons on board or something like that, a bit erratic. Yeah, so you could either end up with that one or you'll end up with this one, which, I mean, it's not, doesn't have his weapons on yet on all of them, but and he's not painted properly yet, but we can end up with that one, which is whole, and he'll have the normal rules for a Dreadnought. So I'm already kind of house ruling stuff. I've just made myself by cutting off the bristles of an old brush, a very small stippling brush, because stippling is my all-time favourite painting method now. Stippling, I love stippling. I just love the texture that you get when you stipple. I absolutely love it. Yeah. So I'm just looking at the time. Wow. These videos kind of fly by when you're doing them, don't they? Cool. I'll say, yeah. So we traded in our old TV last week, I think it was, which we upgraded our television. There was nothing wrong with the old one, but the sound system that came with it was knackered. And it was an old sound system, so I thought, I'll buy a sound bar. Got a sound bar. It's totally incompatible with it because of its age. So I thought, do you know what? And I had this incredible deal on in a local store to me. So I ended up getting a slightly bigger TV than I was originally looking for. My old TV was, I don't know if it was 42 or 43 inch, I don't know. Anyway, this one's a 50 inch. I know some people have like 80 plus, whatever, whacking great home cinema. I wasn't looking for that because of the space, you know, but so it's slightly bigger than I was gonna get, but you know, get what you can. It was the deal of the week as well. They do deal of the week sale. I thought, well, get it while I can. So now my new soundbar looks lovely with it, and it's all hunky-dory and stuff. And I'll be able to, so it's all like, you know, a 4K ultra posh doodad. Amazing watching stuff in 4K. I'm like, wow, that's incredible. You'll have to get myself a 4K Blu-ray ultra player thing now to go with it. I don't watch much stuff on disc these days. I mostly stream. I think that's the way, isn't it? But it's nice to have the odd thing on disc. I guess I'm going to have to buy Lord of the Rings again if I do get another player. But there's no rush for that. There's no rush at all. I bought myself a bottle of liquid green stuff today because my plastic putty is running out. And I thought, I'll try the liquid green stuff. I know it's quite liquidy to start with. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit liquidy. Once you open it, it starts to harden up, so I'll keep that one closed as much as I can. And yeah, we'll see So yeah. A friend of mine wanted he wants a t-shirt, right? He's my age, so we used to play the same computers and games. And so he wants one. There was an amazing game on the ZX Spectrum called Jet Set Willy. It was like probably one of the best-selling games on that platform of the time. And there was a cheat code you could put in the poke. You could stop the tape loading halfway through, put in these poke codes, and they will give you different features. And the most common one was, of course, infinite lives. So he wanted the poke code for infinite lives, just that on a t-shirt, nothing else. So of course I've got that on our website, on our online store now. Because if he wants it, might be someone else that wants it. But the beauty of an online store is your stock doesn't take up any physical space, does it? So it's not eating any food, is it, by having it there? So I got it there now. It's there. So that's it. So I'm going to have to do some search engine optimization. Keep on top of that. That's the big thing with the online thing. You've got to keep on top of that all the time. The SEO. But that's, the nature of the game, isn't it? That's the name of the game. Just keep going with that. So we're going to really have a good go at that. So our weekends are taken up, and spare time is, a lot of it now is taken up with trying to get this off the ground. And then eventually, hopefully, we can give up our jobs and do that full time, and we can do that long into retirement. We'll be semi-retired then at that point, and that'll be nice, and then hopefully we can start relaxing in life and things. I don't know, it's just what I want to manifest, guys. But I thought I'd let you guys know. I will show you around the store or stores when they're all, it takes a long time to set it all up, especially if you've not done it before. You don't know what you're doing as much. There's a lot to learn. Anybody can do it, but if you want to do it properly, there's a lot to learn. If you want to do it correctly, you want to do it right. So I want to do it right. I want to give it a good go. And when the time comes, I shall let you all know, and I shall start pushing it, showing you things, and I can even ask you guys, if you think this is a good idea, that's a good idea, and take it from there. But as far as my online store that's connected to the channel goes, which is where this t-shirt comes from, now I'm a big guy. This is a XXL, and it's plenty big enough for me. And this is the cheapy economy version one, and it's comfy. It's nice and stretchy. It doesn't scream across the belly like some of them do. No, it's good. It looks good. It feels good, and I'm not just saying that, guys. So yeah, whatever size you're. I am a XXL in most sizes, but there are some companies you go to, you get it, and it's not quite there. So I'll say this is, it's quite generous, yeah. So that's XXL. Yeah, I will be getting myself a mug as well at some point, so that I want to do that, and I've got some paint along mugs that I want to do as well, with paint splodges on the cup, and I've got a paint along t-shirt that I will be wearing when I get them for my paint alongs, specifically for that. So that'll be good, and I'm looking forward to that. The spares I got for Space Crusade, some of them are painted. They're painted quite well as well, the Space Orcs, but I've stripped them down. I've Dettol bathed them because they were all broken, one or other of their weapons. So I'm going to see if I can come up with some alternatives for weapons on them, and see what we can do with that. See if I got any spares bits in a bits box somewhere that I can go through. That would be cool. So I'll have a look at that sometime, and that'll go quite nicely. And then I can paint them up, and they'll just be spares added into my current Space Crusade collection. I'm really excited for the Space Crusade stuff, guys. I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. As you know, or you may do, or may not, I'm in the process of painting my Blood Angels at the moment. I've decided to paint them like grimdark, kind of realistic. I know it's a board game, but I like a little bit of realism in it. I was gonna go with nice and bright and shiny, bright red, like brand new kind of armor sort of stuff. And I thought, nah, do you know what? I want it all dingy, grimy, battle worn, because I do, and that's just the way it is. So that's what I'm going for that. Is there any other news? Had a great walk with Dylan this morning. He met loads of dogs this morning. It was like some big, massive meetup on our walk, top of Clifffield Gardens, where we went today. We're going different ways at the moment in the mornings, because where we used to go, at the weekends we used to go down to the beach, but they've got some massive works on there at the moment. Sea defences works going on, so a lot of it's closed off, and I thought, well, it's a bit awkward. I know he'd probably find it fascinating, but there's a lot of machinery there, and it could be dangerous, and I just don't want to get involved with it. I'll let them do their work, and once it's all done, then I can go back to it, can't I? So right, sorry, a bit of rubbish on me there. Yeah, so at the moment we're going to Clifffield Gardens, which he loves, by the way, because of the smells. Loads of smells. They get rabbits up there and all sorts, so he loves all that. Just sniff. That's his big thing. Sniffing the grounds and the hedgerows and all that. Yeah, have him on a longer lead there, because he likes to run around a bit. But yeah, so that's all good. Have I got any other news? I've ordered, because backpacks, like for the Space Marines in Space Crusade, so hard to come by spares. So I've just ordered, I think it's 5 just normal bog standard backpacks, and I'm just going to paint them and glue them. Yeah, because you can't get any others, basically. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Nearly there, guys, nearly there. But it's just exciting, with all the stuff going on. Yeah, I'm excited about my store. I'm excited about our new online business venture that we are having a go at. But I mean, logically, it makes perfect sense. If we can get it off the ground to a position where we can concentrate on that full time, because I'm not getting any younger, and I'm certainly not getting any healthier. That said, my health is not too bad at the moment. It's my MS hasn't gotten too much worse in the last few years. It's very, very, very gradual, and I'm hoping it stays that way. I get a lot more muscular spasms these days than I ever used to, but I don't know, it's going to happen. That's just one of those things, isn't it? But yeah, it's just the stress. I never dreamed stress could affect one, especially mental health. I never dreamed it could affect you so badly or so dramatically, overtly, whatever. I just never thought it would affect you as much as it does, but it does. And so, you know, I've got to address it. I've just got to. So, you know, that's the way it is. So I'm gonna have a go at doing my own business. And if that takes off, then, you know, that's what I'll be doing, you know, and then I can concentrate on that full time, and that'll be brilliant. Then I can fit that in with other stuff, family stuff, hobby stuff. You know, for a while I'll have to put in more time than I'd like. Obviously, I'll probably be doing more hours than I do in a normal full-time week. But that's the nature of business, isn't it? You know, but my ultimate goal is to get to a stage where I only have to work kind of part-time hours in a day to survive, and get our mortgage paid, and just live a nice, you know, life that we, you know, should be entitled to, like, you know, anyone else. So that's the plan, guys. Hobby wise, I'm still into the same sort of stuff, particularly Space Crusade and Space Hulk are particular favourites of mine at the moment. Can't really say why so much. I suppose it's because it's taking it back to more or less like when I first started putting old school Space Marines on a painting stick and spraying them up with a spray can. It's my airbrush compressor did a on me, so I had to spray them with a rattle can. It just reminds me so much of the early days, and there's a genuine fuzziness feeling going on there with that, because I just love it. You know, it's so nostalgic, utterly brilliant. Right, 27 minutes. I think I'm waffling. What am I watching at the moment? Watching a series called Marcella, crime detective thing. I think there might be 3 seasons of it. It's quite good. You know, it's not amazing, but it's pretty good. Yeah, it's not the best thing I've seen, but it's certainly not the worst. It's above average. 6 or 7 out of 10. You know, if 10 is the best. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm having 3 seasons of it. I'm still on season 1. I've got 2 episodes of season 1 left to watch. We'll watch those tonight. Finished watching Alien Earth. Oh, amazing. Not as much alien action as I was hoping for, though, I've got to be honest. But I suppose that's a slow burn as well, isn't it? Because it's a series. So I've got to wait for season 2 now. So come on, guys, get that written, get it filmed. So that'll be good. I will be watching that when that comes out. I don't know what else to say, really. I don't think there's any much else news-wise. I think we're heading into the on the bench territory now for the paint-alongs, so it'll be on the benches rather than on the beaches, because, you know, the season has changed, in my view. Even on the sunny days, it feels a lot colder now. Whereas it used to be, I used to be like, got a fan going on me now, brilliant. Stifling, hot, sweaty, or needing 10 showers a day. That's an exaggeration, 3. But not now. Today is pretty cloudy. It's dry, which is nice, but yeah, it's overcast. It feels later than it is. The days are shorter, so it's what I call on the bench weather. So my paint-alongs will be for the On the Bench series now. But I'm going to be kind of rebranding my videos and stuff and channel in the future. It doesn't happen overnight, but it's going to slowly happen. Might do a couple of new intros for playlists or whatever. Might do that. I'm still going to film them the way I like filming them. I'm not a fan of these type of videos like this where they have to do jump cuts zoomed in, either digitally usually or otherwise. I'm not a fan of that. I prefer straight talk. That's how I like it. That's what I prefer to watch, because it messes with my brain when I'm watching the other type. I'm not a fan of it. Don't forget, I've got epilepsy as well. It just messes with my head, man. It doesn't give me seizures, but it's like, no, that's not good. I like a straight one run thing. Yeah, so I have messed around with jump cuts in the years ago and did a few videos of that nature, which was fun. It was fun, but it's not for me. It's not for me. It was a trial, and yeah, it's not for me. I am hoping in the future to be able to go back to doing more tutorials again. Still looking for the ultimate method of filming them, but you know, there we are. Anyway, edited that bit out, but hey, this mug, look at that. I can make these. I can make better. Anyway, thanks for watching this Chill with Pete. Thanks for chilling with me, guys. I might do a P&Q sometime in the future as well, either tomorrow or something like that, maybe. I feel the need to paint, so I'll do a little bit of painting. And hope you're all well. Hope your hobbies are going well. Hope your lives are going well. And have a great rest of your day. So see you on another video. Bye for now. Bye bye.